Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Latest Smackdown and welcome to It's All About Wrestling, episode 52. Yes, 52. It's All About Wrestling, my fourth episode on this channel for you wrestling fans. This is AWA and Warner presenting you Latest Smackdown. Okay, so before we get, if you're new here, subscribe. If you want to, share, like, typical like down below, share. A lot of things to talk about tonight. A lot of things. Don't even answer the tonight. It's Monday, guys, so Raw's after us. We're gonna try to end this before Raw, of course. Please. This axe off's pretty crazy. This Snyder stuff, I know. It's pretty crazy right now. But it's just wrestling talk. We're gonna talk about, what's on my thumbnail, of course. Mandy Rose thing. Her getting let go. The controversial thing of Mandy Rose. Her controversial release. We're gonna talk Sasha Banks, what possibly or Mercedes Renata what possibly led to her leaving. What's going on with that? Okay, you're all free to join me. And then also we're gonna talk about weekly review. Roxanne Perez. That's a new NXT Women's Champion, but that's a tie-in into this Mandy Rose situation. Bobby Lashley storyline firing. Now we're not gonna talk about that because he was fired on Monday, but the next night he did get rehired. Adam Pearce overturned that. We're gonna talk about John Cena's return and what's he gonna do in the last SmackDown 2022. We're gonna talk about potential Hell in a Cell match at Royal Rumble between Finn Balor and Edge, or Finn Balor as a demon in Edge, potentially happening in Hell in a Cell. So watch out for that, of course. And also, we're going to talk about the weekly wrestling review of what the shows that happened from Raw, NXT, AEW Winter is coming. I was also in SmackDown, which I thought was a pretty good show. But and anybody's allowed to come up here, especially in the wrestling. Okay, let's talk Mandy Rose toss attraction. Okay, as you know, she was let go the Wednesday after NXT. Okay, and it's caught everybody off guard, right? Like Mandy Rose released, let go by WWE. Like why? Why? She was one of the biggest stars, long title reign as champion, and all of a sudden she's released. Why? There has to be more to this, right? There had to be something more to this. So as the day went by, we started to get more info come out, more information about Mandy Rose. Apparently, it has something to do with a website called Fantime. Now, I haven't heard of that website until to this news. I haven't heard of it. It's kind of like OnlyFans. Okay, you can post videos, pictures. Obviously, lewd stuff you can. Okay. So what happened was apparently WWE knew about this. She knew about this. WWE knew about this, and you're okay with her posting up to a certain point. Like she wasn't going beyond what you could show. But then she started as time went on. She's like, oh, okay, maybe I could, you know, push the envelope a bit. And she decided to go more softcore kind of stuff, not hardcore, but softcore kind of stuff. Then I get more lewd like with her fiance, the shower stuff, and other things that you have to pay to see them. Obviously on Fantime, but it was leaked. Somebody had paid them. It was leaked. Apparently, Matt Bloom of NXT had to tell Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels told Mandy, "Yeah, you're done. We're letting you go." Because apparently, also one of the sponsors was not happy. The companies that they do business with, and that's Mattel. Mattel does toys, action figures. Barbie, but they also do wrestling action figures, and they're very kid friendly. And they cannot have somebody like Mandy posting all that stuff when their audience is kids and stuff that buys their toys. Buys their toys. You can't have kids. Okay, even though Mandy's fashion talks attraction, actually, they kind of market their sexuality. That's the gimmick, really. But this is different. This is going beyond that. And this is her on her own time. And WWE doesn't really let you do third party stuff without the permission. And this is obviously the case. This is against the contract she signed. It's a morality clause, which companies have where it says you can't do something. And if you do it, we could terminate you from the contract. And she went to lengths to push the envelope to see if she could get away with it, but she got caught. She thought she was smart. Unfortunately, and my heart's hurting a bit. Unfortunately, it let her go. I know she's making more money off that site than her contract. She's maybe on NXT, but her contract is main roster contract, main roster pay, and the main roster contract. So technically, she cannot compete for 90 days. She has a 90-day no compete cost. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think she's going back to wrestling. I don't think you'll see an Impact or AEW or any other wrestling company. I I think she used wrestling to springboard herself because she knows what her features are. I'm sorry, but she knows what sells, what makes her sell. It's not her wrestling ability. It's oh, what she looks like. That's what sells, and she's gonna make money off that. Beautiful women make a lot of money. It's a fact. And she doesn't need to go to wrestling. She doesn't need to go back to wrestling for that. She wants to come back to WWE. Okay, but she's gonna continue to post content on that site. More men, women, whoever you're gonna pay. She probably get more people. Once that I say this, once that came out about this site and what she's been doing on it, she's definitely her subs probably went up. It definitely went up. There's no way it went the opposite direction. It definitely went up, and she's gonna get more money out of it. And it's just, and for all you people saying, oh, W used to do this back in the day. They used to always sexualize women. They used to do the Playboy stuff. Different times, different era. Okay. We're a little bit more kid friendly then. When that era happened, wrestling was not kid friendly, especially WWE. The Attitude Era was not kid friendly. Okay, it was different. And the women were definitely sexualized a lot more back then. That's a fact. That's definitely a fact. Oh, excuse me. I gotta advertise this on something. Sorry. My Discord. Okay. She was like her career literally was not on the main roster, was not going anywhere. There was no direction. There was nothing for her up there. They definitely did rush her. Okay, obviously, but once she got back at NXT, it would rejuvenate her career. It you know, kind of saved her career. Really, the Toxic Attraction was a great one, right, for her. Now I don't know Toxic Attraction is still going to be around, right? I have no idea. Apparently, the NXT shows are taped, so I have no idea if they're going to be around. Yeah, give up, man. And the thing is, don't give me that stuff. Oh, Matt Riddle. Don't give me that stuff. Oh, they still have Matt Riddle on the roster. Matt Riddle, if he didn't take the rehab, he would have been let go. Okay? Okay? He would have been fired too. Let go. But he did a smart thing and take the rehab. And here's the thing. Well, Mandy Rose is, what she did, it's different. It's a different situation. They wanted to help Riddle get over his addictions. Okay? They offer him rehab. That's different. Okay? That's different many rules. There's what she does is not when I think what she does is kind of addiction. Taking pictures, selfies, a lot. It is kind of addiction, and but what Matt Riddle did was more of a drug use addiction, and they wanted to help him. And if he said no, he would have left. They would have canned him. It's different. There's no wellness policy. There's no rehab facility they could send Mandy Rose to for that. It's in immortal. It's in your clause, and there's certain things you can't do. And she broke it. She pushed the envelope. Sorry, she should have known. She should have known. When you breach your contract, you pay the price. And I guarantee you, here's the thing about Murdo. Third time gets caught, he's gone. Okay, he's gone. Mandy Rose is a different situation. She should have known, and you know what? She could possibly ruin Gigi Dolan's and JC James's career with Toxic Attraction. Because that trio could have made something on the main roster. I don't know. We don't know, right? And don't give me that double standard shit, okay? That one's a man, one's a female. You cannot break your contract. You cannot breach your contract, period. And you cannot. And when a company is a public traded company has sponsors and they see this kind of stuff, they do not like. The company does not answer to this talent. They answer to the sponsors, especially Mattel, because Mattel makes their action figures. It's a huge sponsor for WWE. Okay, they don't have a problem with Mattel. Okay, so Mandy Rose did it to herself. She knew what she was getting into. She cost herself. She cost herself her job, her. I don't know if it's career. She cost herself her job with WWE, and that's the reason why NXT last week had to be rewritten because of her. That's the reason we got Roxanne Perez winning the title off of Mandy Rose. That she was supposed to win it anyway. Like, the plan was to have her win it. I think at the New Year's Evil some event show. I think that was the original plan, but they decided to have her win in there because they were letting her go, and she found out at the end of the show or on Showtime. The whole show had to be written because of her trying to get away with this. When she get caught, she was never going to get away with this, right? She was eventually going to get caught. People are not stupid. When somebody like that, especially in the wrestling industry, posts lewd pictures like that, and even if you have to pay, they're going to get leaked anyway. And you know what? It's not like she got hacked, right? It's not like all these other incidents. You know, the page tape, and don't compare it to the page thing. That's a private thing that got leaked. That's different. That's a different story. Okay. She knew what she's doing. This is public on her fan page. Someone released the photos and pictures. Obviously, that happens, and WWE got word of it. And yeah, you have to let you go because this violated your contract. Key: if you have a contract with a company, do not violate it. Okay, there are rules. There are rules. Okay. Okay. Now, in the comments on the side, whatever, or if you're watching this after, tell me your thoughts, guys. We're gonna try to end this at least before Raw. That's in 55 minutes. Okay. We're gonna get Sasha Banks, or we're gonna call her in the next few weeks Mercedes Vernado until she's ready to tell us what people should call her when she goes back to wrestling. That's not WWE related because she ain't going back to WWE as of now or next month. Okay. Mercedes Vernado, Sasha Banks is done with WWE. We all know this. I said this a couple of videos. About a week ago, I said, is she done with WWE? It looks like it. And a couple of days ago, yeah, and I made a video. Yeah, she's done with WWE. And based on a contract dispute, pay, stuff like that. Okay? And that turns out to be true. It's about money, really. And stuff, and a contract. She was negotiating to go back to WWE. The fact is, she was never coming back to WWE, planning to come back to WWE. That was not necessarily true. Necessarily true. They were negotiating something, and nothing obviously happened. No deal got done. And they decided, do what you gotta do, Sasha, for your life, for your career. Maybe in the future. I guarantee the door is open for her to return at any time when she's ready. If she does enough dates for New Japan and doesn't even go to AEW, I'm sure the door is open for her to return, for WWE to negotiate a contract, and for her to come back as Sasha Banks in WWE. Okay? Now, my idea for her to win the Rousey at WrestleMania is completely out the door. Unless they throw a curveball and she returns to the Royal Rumble and she wins it. Okay? Okay. That'd be hilarious, though. Can you imagine? Oh, my bad. Okay, and back to Sasha Banks, guys. Back to Sasha Banks. So apparently, there's reasons why, and this is I think BS on WWE's viewpoint opinion, their opinion in their view of Sasha Banks. I think this is BS. I just think it's bullshit. Apparently, she wanted to raise. She wanted to be almost. She wanted to be paid as much as almost as Becky and Charlotte. Becky and Charlotte apparently being paid the most of the women on the main roster as of right now. Apparently, right? But Charlotte's out right now. And Sasha Banks wanted a pay raise, wanted a raise. I don't blame her. She's been, one of the key figures in WWE, especially in the women's side for lot of years. She has been champion. She has been in a lot of first inaugural stuff, and she's been mainstream. She's been Mandalorian. She's been around. But the thing is, they don't. They apparently they think she's peaked. They think she's peaked. Okay, which I kind of disagree with. Now, the women's roster is getting better and better. I mean, we've got a lot more talent in the women's roster now. Okay, SmackDown's struggling a bit, but there's definitely a Raw. We definitely have. I mean, Bianca Bauer, she's really came into her zone. Rhea Ripley, there's Asuka, it's really good. So her Charlotte Bailey, whatever, at the time, or not exactly. Oh, Charlotte still, but not exactly at the time when Charlotte and Bailey were on top. It was a different time. There was less people, less women. Now there's a lot more. Okay. I understand that, but I still think she has a peak. Still think she has value, and she's still one of the most popular female wrestlers on the main roster. She gets a reaction. The crowd loves her, especially girls. They love her. The women, the men too. Okay. Yeah, I got you there. Oh, I'm sorry about that phone. Oh my god. Okay, where was I? Okay. Okay. So apparently that's the reason she's peaked. Apparently they think in their mind that she's peaked. That they don't see her as a star and still a star in the next 5 years. Which could possibly be true. 5 years is a long time, right? And who knows what other female superstars will climb up the ranks to WWE, right? That's certainly possible. Right? Like we don't know. We don't know. Obviously, we don't know. It's a possibility. It's true, but right now, I think she's still very highly valuable. She could put on great matches. She could, great attitude. Like I said, she gets a reaction. People love Sasha Banks. Thinking she has peaked. I mean, to you can say the same thing for Bailey. Bailey maybe peaked, right? Bailey could have peaked, right? What if Bailey peaked? People are gonna say Charlotte's peaked. Charlotte Flair has peaked because they push her a lot. They push Charlotte Flair like the female woman Reigns back in the day, right? That's what some people said. And she's always like the final boss, right? In the women's division. She's always the one they go to, right? Right? Like, So there is good talent. There is talent. I admit that there's good young talent coming up through the ranks in the women's side. But I still think she has a lot of value, Sasha Banks. But you know what? She ain't going to WWE because of obviously contract. She's going to New Japan. You know, she's not going to be wrestling at New Japan at Wrestle Kingdom. She's going to be at Wrestle Kingdom. She's obviously going to be eyeing the Stardom title match between Kairi Sane and I don't know who she's facing. But she'll be eyeing that, right? Whoever the winner is, and she'll probably be challenging whoever the winner is, stuff like that. Now she doesn't have a contract, with New Japan, but she has a pure appearance deal. She gets paid appearances, not a contract. And I don't know how many appearances she's signed on for, but obviously some of those appearances, she's gonna wrestle, right? New Japan doesn't do shows like WWE does, like Raw, SmackDown, or AEW. Every show is a wrestling show. They always have matches. They don't have segments. Like Raw, SmackDown, even AEW or Impact. That's very US centric, actually. But yeah, and the Moomer tag team match, between Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter and Paige or Soraya, and whoever Soraya's partner is, San Jose, California, could be, some people are speculating as Sasha. Could be Sasha. Could be Mercedes. And if it is, that's mega huge for AEW. That's a big steal. That's a big W, a big win for AEW. And now what I would do, if it's Sasha Banks, I would have her take the title off Jade Cargill in the future. Have her take the title off Jade Cargill. Okay? Have her be the one to dethrone Jade Cargill's and end her streak. Do it. Do it. Do it! That's how I would do things. But yeah, that's just, what I would do. Okay? Obviously, if that's the case, if she's the one if she is Soraya's partner at January 11th show, January show with Paige or Soraya, I have no issue with that. Okay? But this idea that she's peaking, she's being underpaid, I mean, that's bullshit. She's bullshit. Look at the stuff she's done in the main roster. Multiple tag team champion, first ever tag team champion with Bayley, multiple singles champion, okay, first woman in Hell in a Cell, first obviously in the Royal Rumble, first Royal Rumble. I think she did other first things. I think she did the first, right? No, not the first Elimination Chamber match, but she did a lot of first. She said a lot of things that was, especially with Charlotte. Her feud with Charlotte in 2016 was one of the best feuds I ever seen, especially on the women's side, right? There's not a lot of good feuds in the women history of WWE. They always Trish and Lita, Charlotte and Becky pretty up there. Is up there. Sasha and Bayley pretty up there. And Sasha and Charlotte is up there. Not a lot. Not a lot in the you could dig. Maybe if you did dig deep into it, you could probably find more. But off the top of my head, those are the 4 or 5 I could think of that I see are the best feuds among women in WWE history. Okay? And I mean, she should get paid at least good money, right? She should definitely she definitely should have got a raise. Anybody tell you otherwise is a fool. And I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. You're not fools. I'm just kidding with you guys. Okay. All right, guys. So yeah, that's the two main topics. Okay. I want to get off my chest. Okay. The Bobby Lashley thing, it says in my description. Bobby Lashley was fired on Raw, but you know that's been turned. Obviously, the day before, Pierce got rather ahead of himself and reversed the decision of firing Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley's back, right? And obviously, he lost the match to Seth Rollins. Who's going to determine the number one contender, Austin Theory's United States Championship title. And obviously, that's Seth Rollins. And Lashley will probably continue the build up for his eventual meeting, clash with Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. Who knows? That's a long way off. That's gonna happen. We'll see if he's fully turning heel, right? He's really pissed off as late, angry. He's angry Lashley, mad Lashley, very angry, very angry. Which I like. I like an angry Lashley, man. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Oh, he's doing a thing. Okay. Okay. So we'll see where we go with Bobby Lashley, okay? You know, we'll see what happens on Raw tonight. As in 40 minutes. We'll see. And if you're new here, subscribe, please. Subscribe. And give me a like, please. Okay. Okay. All right. And we're gonna get to John Cena. John Cena stuff is gonna be last, all right? Really last, right? Of the subject of the stream. Okay. John Cena's last. Let you all know. So we're gonna get to this now. Apparently, I haven't put in the description, but I'm gonna say it now. Apparently, WWE is thinking of doing this new type of match for the Rumble called Pitch Black match that features Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. I guess with LA Knight. I guess the match is gonna be dark, black, whatever. I don't know what it is. Pitch dark match. I don't know. Apparently, it's a new style match. So, specifically for Bray Wyatt, something like that. I have no idea. It hasn't been confirmed. It's just a rumor right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do some kind of special kind of match for Bray Wyatt. That's probably not surprising. I'm interested in what it is when they announce it. Obviously, it's gonna be probably with LA Knight. I mean, we did see Uncle Howdy on SmackDown, right? when LA Knight was beating the crap out of Bray Wyatt, we did see Howdy make his debut, with the smoke, and you saw Uncle Howdy. We didn't see it really. It was dark. We saw the hat and all that, him laughing, but we didn't see the whole face, everything. They did a good job of covering that up. But it's to show that Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt are not the same person, right? Because we all think he's the same person, or is it a different side of him, right? A different side of him. Howdy, neighbors. Whatever. Yeah, not very good at it. I'm sorry. But that kind of match is catered you know, to obviously Bray Wyatt. Okay. Okay. So apparently, which I'm gonna make a video on this, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. Apparently, there's a report going around that a Hell in a Cell match may happen at the Royal Rumble in 2023, and it's gonna feature Edge, who sounds like he's coming back after filming for the Percy Jackson's TV series. He's playing Ares, the God of War, in that show. It looks like maybe he's done with that and he's coming back to WWE, right? Perhaps that's what's going on. Right? That's going on. And apparently he's going to face Finn Balor of Judgment Day in Hell in a Cell. But here's the thing. It's not going to be Finn Balor. It's going to be the demon version of Finn Balor. Him as a demon. And here's the kicker, guys. We've never seen Finn Balor as a heel in his demon form. Finn Balor was never a heel as the demon. And there's a report that happened in Royal Rumble. Now let's remember, the Royal Rumble, the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is gone. That theme pay-per-view is gone. And Triple H decided to make the Hell in a Cell match more of a meaningful match that ends feuds, stories, whatever, instead of being an actual gimmick match for a gimmick pay-per-view. So the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is gone. Now he wants to restore the meaning. He wants to restore how meaningful a Hell in a Cell match should be, and not be known as a gimmick pay-per-view. Because the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view really destroyed the interest of the luster of the Hell in a Cell matches. Where back in my day, when we hear Hell in a Cell matches, we're like, oh boy, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Mankind, even Triple H and Cactus Jack. Oh boy, they're gonna do a Hell in a Cell match. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be big. A Hell in a Cell match should be for like a heated feud, okay? Stuff like that. It should not be 2 or 3 of them a night. It should only be one, and for the most heated feud. And if it's Edge and Finn Balor, okay, but maybe hold it off for WrestleMania. Why not hold it off for WrestleMania? Come full circle. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else there is. Let's do Wrestling Week review, then we'll do the final topic, which is Cena, We're gonna end before 8. Obviously, we can probably end way before 8. Maybe go another 20 minutes. Okay, another 20 minutes. Okay, let's go. Let's do this thing. Okay. Monday Night Raw. We started off with the finals from last week. Alexa Bliss and Bailey. And whoever wins this match, faces Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title at Royal Rumble. And this match, right off the bat, Becky Lynch comes to attack Damage Control. Takes out Dakota Kai and Io Shirai because they cost her a chance to be in this match last week. So they took her out. And then Alexa Bliss to get the win. Bianca Belair was sitting there watching the match. Alexa Bliss came and got the ring. Right? We got the win. Bianca Belair, bucking in the ring, managed to congratulate her. But Alexa Bliss was about to pull her. They had her in a Sister Abigail position. Now she's just in a trance, right? She all of a sudden went into a trance. She pulled Bianca into a Sister Abigail position. That was how she snapped out of the trance. And she's like, what the hell? And Bianca was like, what the hell? And you could tell that they're turning Alexa heel. That the Fiend part that Alexa Bliss from 2 years ago when she was with the Fiend is starting to come out again. Right? So we're going to have Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair at the Royal Rumble next year. And we'll see when that turn for Alexa Bliss when she becomes like the Fiend version of Alexa Bliss. I don't know. That Alexa Bliss, the crazy version, whatever. Oh, 9 people. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Right? We got some other stuff. You got Asuka losing to Rhea Ripley, and we see perhaps a transformation to her character when she was in Japan, Kakana. It's kind of like a killer clown, a more vicious version of Asuka. Maybe she's transforming into that, right? She spat in front of Dominic's face. We saw Judgment Day defeat Tozawa and Street Profits. Styles defeated Gable. Yes. Obviously, Seth Rollins did defeat Lashley. Pretty overall good show. Okay. Sokola took out Elias. He was wanting to take out Elias. Kevin Owens came to make a save. But remember in the back, Kevin Owens asked for Elias asked for Kevin Owens' help. And Kevin Owens, not forgetting the hell Elias and Ezekiel Permsville was like, no, I'm not going to help you. Smart. But he helped him in the end, and then he gave Elias a stunner. Okay? It was pretty good. NXT, the only big thing is that Roxanne Perez won the title. Okay? New Day was there. Grayson Waller, I don't know. It's nothing that special. NXT, I don't know. AEW, we had Jericho losing. Ricky Starks and MJF put in a good match. MJF got the win. The fourth match between the Elite and Death Triangle took place where Death Triangle got the win once again by cheating. And Omega had enough of it. And he said the next match, anything goes. Right? So they can use weapons and stuff. He had enough of it. And so the Elite are down 3-1. So they really need to win 3 in a row to win the titles. All Death Triangle has to do is win one more match, and they win, and they retain the titles. They keep the titles. SmackDown I thought was pretty good. I actually thought the tag team match between Tegan Knox and Liv Morgan versus Damage Girl was pretty good. I thought they have good chemistry. I think Here, in a nightmare. She posted some content that broke the rules. She's stupid. So I thought the Tegan Knox and Liv Morgan match with Dynamite show was actually pretty good at SmackDown. SmackDown. I thought there was good chemistry. I mean, Tegan Knox definitely has good chemistry. Tegan Knox and Dakota Kai and Io Shirai have good chemistry. They worked in the ring together, right? Back in NXT. And Liv Morgan wasn't that bad. I thought it was, I actually thought there was a chance that Knox and Liv Morgan actually dethrone Damage Control. But I was wrong. Bayley was taken out before she saw me in the crowd. Managed to punch Tegan Knox, and then Io Shirai hits the moonsault, gets the win. Damage Control retains. He is a hothead, I know. But he's not fired, man. He's back. He's not fired. He reversed that decision. And then it was revealed that the mystery attacker who cost Tegan Knox and Liv Morgan the match was nobody big. Like everybody thought, oh, who is this? Who is this on Twitter? It turned out to be Xia Li. Xia Li. That's it. I know. That's just that's him. That's pretty much Bobby. Yeah. And that was, that wasn't a bad match. Actually, that was a pretty good match. We had the story of the night was Sami Zayn was a little, more clean cut, a little bit more respectable, But he was fully being indoctrinated in the bloodline, right? Later that night. We'll get to that. We'll get to some of the other details. Gunther versus Ricochet was a good match. Great match. Good match. Gunther got the win here. It was a good match. It was a really good match. Imperium was going to go take out Ricochet, but Braun Strowman came to make a save. And this week, this week and next week have both been taped. Next week has been taped. This Friday's been taped. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but Friday's been taped for SmackDown. So I know what happens, okay? Yeah, the triple threat match, tag team match, Legado Fantasma versus Hit Row versus the Viking Raiders. Sadly, this match was not good. Hit Row sucks. Top Dollar, he botched on that high over the top move. That somersault move he tried to do over the top. He botched on that, and I think he did hurt himself on that. He has done it in the past on the indie scene. I've seen him do it. I've seen videos of him do it. So he has done it before. He just, this time wasn't able to do it. Cena and Wanda beat up Raquel Gonzalez in the back. And if you know SmackDown, this coming SmackDown, you know what happens. You know what's up with Raquel, okay? Let's see what else. Then you have Roman Reigns demand Pierce that he wants a big match at the December 30th SmackDown, a tag team match. Him and Sami Zayn to face Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens' partner of his choosing. So we get to the end of the show. And this is going to tie into my last subject, okay? Tie into my last subject. Because it'll be about an hour then, almost an hour. Yeah, it's just. Yes, she kind of went, she pushed the envelope too far what she was taking, what kind of photos she was taking. Let's just say that, and selling them for. So we got the last segment, and all of a sudden you see John Cena pop up, obviously pre-taped, and he's like, hey Roman, Bloodline, I got text from my good friend Kevin Owens. I didn't know they were good friends, and he asked me to be his tag team partner on December 30th. As you know, before Variety reported that John Cena was going to be on the last edition of SmackDown for the year. Right? He didn't say what in what capacity. He just said it's going to be on the last show of the year. So John Cena in that backstage segment, promo, whatever, pre-taped video, he did mention that he has special in every single years since he's been in debut. From 2002 to 2021, he's wrestled at least one match in every year. So that's 19 straight years, right? 19 straight years he's at least wrestled one match. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's true. It's true. Okay. And this would have been this year. This would have been the year that that streak ended. But nope. December 30th, the streak continues. He'll wrestle for 20 years straight, which is 2 decades. So he tells him, "Yeah, I'm gonna be Sammy. I'm gonna be Kevin Owens' tag team partner." So this is making it official that John Cena will wrestle for 2 decades straight, which equals to 20 years. So the streak continues for John Cena for wrestling in 20 straight years. Now, I think he's going to make it 21. I think he will wrestle in 2023. WrestleMania. Yeah, they do. I guess they do. And I think he's gonna wrestle in WrestleMania, guys. And he's gonna go 21 years straight with a match. And then he's gonna have to do Peacemaker, film season 2 for Peacemaker in the summer. And whatever else he has lined up for his movie and TV entertainment career, whatever. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see that this is gonna be big. This is gonna be big. They see WWE because we really have no pay-per-view, like right, like for a very long time from Survivor Series until Royal Rumble, 2 months, 8 or 9 weeks. So they want to have a big SmackDown and Raw, and they're making SmackDown bigger. Why else have John Cena team up Kevin Owens to take on Sami Zayn in 1 week? They want to make that a big SmackDown, a bigger SmackDown than usual, and maybe we'll get something like that on Raw. You know, I like that. You know, AEW does with the Dynamite shows, right? Sometimes they do it. You know, Winter's Coming's Dynamite, they do it with that. Sometimes they make their shows, their weekly shows, have a bigger show than usual. Obviously, yeah, she's done, man. She's done. I thought she was a chance she's coming back, but I don't see it now. She's done. Ugh. But I'm glad Cena is back. I mean, is he gonna still wrestle Logan Paul? WrestleMania. Do they want Logan Paul still? Yeah, they still want Logan Paul. What other news is there? I mean, okay. I'm excited to see Cena. I wonder how he looks. I wonder if he's still, practicing, just to make sure he's back in ring shape. Get caught up with speed and stuff like that because he'll need to. I know tag team match will probably hide some of his weaknesses. He maybe probably can't do as much because he does want to get hurt before filming something. Like The Rock, I remember his WrestleMania match. He got hurt in his WrestleMania match with Cena, and he couldn't film for a while because of his injury. For now, we don't know yet. It's taking the grain of salt. You don't know. He could be playing tricks on us. As I think his rumor is Bo Dallas under there. Oh, okay. I really didn't talk about this, but there was, talks of this man possibly coming back, and I'm like, no. And the boards, he has 80%, but it would not be good look for him to come back. He's being sued. It's just I don't believe for a second. And from what I read, when the talent heard about that possibility, their mood, their mood just completely dropped because ever since he left, they said the morale, the mood, everything has been better since he left. It's more relaxed, more of a relaxed backstage environment with him gone. Now we're hearing possibly him coming back. They're afraid. They have fear. They fear that the backstage environment will go back to what it once was. And there's other stuff. And there's other stuff. It'll be a bad look PR wise because of his stuff, of his allegations, of his stuff like that. Yeah, maybe Bray was hurt or something. There There is speculation that they don't want Bray to get physical yet because he might be a little bit hurt, and they're waiting for the right time. But Vince McMahon is not coming back, guys. Don't have to worry. Triple H will let him come back. Triple H will be like, don't let Vince McMahon in the arena. No, I'm in charge now. Break it out. No, not the TX stuff. Don't worry about it. I mean, it'd be bad. It'd be bad if Vince McMahon came back. Yeah. And let me say something. Mandy Rose is not going to Impact, okay? And she's not going to AEW. She's not. I guarantee you, she's not going back to wrestling. Wrestling is not in the future. I'll tell you that. I know. I like Alliana. Yeah. I know. I don't have DL here today. He's always free to come on, but me is busy. Sasha's done. So I guess we'll never get the 4 horse woman match at WrestleMania, right? Never. Yeah. Okay, guys. I don't know. Got a few more minutes. I got 5 or 10 more minutes. The show starts in a quarter, 15 minutes. Ask me some questions if you're there. Anything. So we'll see. We'll see. Right now, Sasha Banks is technically still under contract with WWE, but January 1st, guys, keep a lookout. If she may not be on the roster anymore. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thank you for all listening, man. This is a good stream. Thank you all. Enjoy Raw. Enjoy Raw tonight. With that, AW Aaron Warder. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do a lot of things. AW Aaron Warder presents Latest Smackdown is out. You're too sweet. Take care, guys.